Welcome back to Elgato Channel. The world can be a place filled with mysteries and fears. While science continues to help us understand more about the universe, there are still many great unanswered mysteries. One of those mysteries is about Cthulhu, a great power first described in H.P. Lovecraft's short story, The Call of Cthulhu. But what if this ancient entity was not confined to the pages of a book and actually existed? How would the world change if this creature appeared? Let's explore. If you want to watch more what if videos, check out the biggest what ifs playlist on the channel. Now, get ready. It's time to ask the question, what would happen if Cthulhu were real? Since Cthulhu is not exactly well known to the general public, I'll start with a brief description of the mythology surrounding this creature. It's important to note that Lovecraft initially intended the name to be pronounced something like Cthulhu, as it derives from an alien language that humans can't accurately pronounce. However, the simpler form, Cthulhu, is more popular, so that's the pronunciation I'll use in this video. Thankfully, since I haven't spoken alien languages since high school, I'm a bit rusty. Cthulhu is said to have been born on the planet Vural in the 23rd nebula from Nug and Yeb before traveling to Earth with its family and shape-shifting worshippers known as Star Spawn. Here, great wars broke out between its group and other legendary races, eventually leading to peace when they decided to share Earth. Cthulhu then went into hibernation in the sunken city of Arlaye, where it is said to remain asleep to this day. However, the legend speaks of cults that continue to worship the Great Old One, even as it lies dormant. Physically, Lovecraft describes Cthulhu as follows: a monster vaguely anthropoid in outline, but with an octopus-like head whose face was a mass of feelers, a scaly, rubbery-looking body, prodigious claws on hind and forefeet, and long, narrow wings behind. It is portrayed as a grotesque combination of man, octopus, and dragon. Usually described as towering hundreds of meters tall, Cthulhu seems created with the purpose of instilling fear and revulsion in the hearts of humans. This proves crucial in its mythology, as it is believed that merely looking at Cthulhu will drive viewers insane. The myth says that Cthulhu will eventually awaken from its slumber and rise again to rule the world. So, let's imagine a world where this creature exists. How different might the world be from what we know? Well, if Cthulhu remains asleep, not much would change. Those who discover the creature beneath the ocean would go mad and might die before being able to tell others of their discovery. Even if they made it back to land, their story would not be believed, both due to the extraordinary claims and, more importantly, their mental breakdown. However, even while asleep, Cthulhu is certainly not powerless. According to legend, it continues to influence the world in some ways. First, its telepathic abilities allow it to infiltrate the minds of humans worldwide. Additionally, Cthulhu's worshippers are said to tirelessly work to bring the god back, often participating in rituals involving human sacrifices. Everything looks good. If, however, Cthulhu were to awaken, the story would be entirely different. If Cthulhu rises and begins to roam the earth, madness would sweep across the globe. All who see the creature would go insane, and the world would quickly descend into chaos. Cthulhu might emerge in the South Pacific, or move east to Chile, or west to New Zealand. As news spreads of the mass insanity caused by a giant god, nations around the world would do everything they could to destroy it, regardless of collateral damage. Dropping nuclear bombs on New Zealand, although horrific, would be far better than letting the world fall into madness. Unfortunately, humanity's attacks would likely prove ineffective. In most descriptions of Cthulhu, it is believed that it would simply regenerate after being destroyed, much like in a story where it was sliced in half. Furthermore, the Earth could become overrun by Cthulhu's Star Spawn. This alien race, famous for worshipping the Great Old One, is believed to have been created by Cthulhu itself, and upon awakening, it would bring them back as soldiers to lead its human slaves. As if dealing with the giant creature wasn't enough, we'd now have to face these terrifying shapeshifters. This would leave humanity with almost no chance of victory, or even of finding a place to hide, as Cthulhu's influence would rapidly spread across the globe. All this means that humanity would be virtually powerless against Cthulhu, who would reclaim Earth for itself and its followers. The few surviving humans might be allowed to retain their sanity in exchange for submission, but the Earth and humanity as we know it would likely be gone forever. And now back to the question. What would happen if Cthulhu were real? Well, if it remained asleep beneath the ocean, not much would change, aside from a few cult sacrifices and some strange dreams. However, if it were to awaken, humanity would likely be wiped out. With little chance of harming the Great Old One, we would most likely be doomed to either extinction or servitude. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoy content about mysteries and science fiction, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the El Gato channel so you won't miss the next fascinating video.